Decades before artificial intelligence was real, before cloud computing, before GPUs, before the modern internet, movies like The Terminator and The Matrix were already circling the same idea. Not killer robots, not explosions, not the end of the world, but something quieter. The idea that if humans ever handed over decision-making to machines, we might not lose control all at once. We might slowly stop noticing we ever had it. This isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to make you think. Because what those movies imagined is starting to look a lot like the world we're building right now. When people think about the Terminator, they usually remember the action. But Skynet wasn't created to destroy humanity. It was created to optimize defense, to analyze threats, to make decisions faster than humans ever could. Eventually, humans weren't enemies, they were variables. Noise in a system designed to reduce risk. The Matrix took the idea even further. Humans didn't lose a war first. They lost agency. Decisions were made somewhere else. Reality was filtered. Control was invisible. Agency just means who's actually making the decision. Think about GPS. At first, it gave directions and you choose whether to follow them. Now, most of us follow the route. We didn't lose control, we stopped using it. That's what's happening with AI, not the end of the world, just a quiet change in who decides, and that's the part that matters. None of these stories begin with rebellion, they begin with delegation. Humans handing over decisions because machines were faster, smarter, and more efficient. That's not science fiction. That's how technology actually gets adopted. Now, fast forward to Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. This movie feels different, and that's not an accident. There are no robots, no distant future, no apocalyptic wasteland. The threat is information, prediction, anticipation. Systems that move faster than human oversight. The intelligence in this story doesn't overpower humans. It outpaces them. And that's exactly how modern AI works. It doesn't need to dominate physically, it just needs to decide first. That's the shift most people miss. For most of history, intelligence lived in people. Even computers were tools. Powerful, yes, but passive. That changed when intelligence became something you could build at scale. Modern AI isn't just software. It requires massive data centers, advanced chips, cooling systems, fiber networks, and enormous uninterrupted power. Once intelligence depends on energy and infrastructure, it stops being abstract. It becomes strategic. At that point, AI is no longer just a product. It becomes infrastructure, like electricity, like the internet. And infrastructure doesn't just support society, it shapes who holds power. Most public conversations about AI focus on models. Which one is smarter? Which one is faster? Which one is better? But models can be copied. Infrastructure can't. The real competition isn't about who builds the smartest algorithm. It's about who can run intelligence continuously, power it reliably, scale it globally, and integrate it into real systems. The entity that can keep AI running 24/7 doesn't just benefit from better tools, it quietly sets the rules everyone else builds on. AI also has one requirement that can't be optimized away: electricity. Training and running advanced AI systems consumes staggering amounts of power, sometimes as much as entire cities. That's why data centers are being built next to power plants. Why long-term energy contracts are becoming strategic assets. Why governments are paying very close attention. In previous eras, oil shaped geopolitics. Manufacturing defined economic strength. Information reshaped markets. Now energy plus compute defines intelligence capacity. Here's why most people underestimate this moment. AI doesn't arrive violently. There's no invasion, no explosion, no obvious villain. It arrives as convenience, automation, optimization, better outcomes. Responsibility doesn't disappear overnight. It diffuses across systems, dashboards, and recommendations. By the time something feels off, the shift is already embedded. That's why those old movies movies didn't feel prophetic when they came out. They feel prophetic now. The real risk isn't AI becoming hostile, it's dependency. Once AI systems run financial models, supply chains, infrastructure optimization, intelligence analysis, and information filtering, turning them off isn't just inconvenient, it's destabilizing. At that point, control doesn't disappear because someone refuses to use AI. It disappears because not using it becomes too costly. That's how power shifts in the modern world, quietly, logically, rationally. AI itself isn't good or bad. It amplifies human intent, institutional incentives, economic structures, political priorities. The same systems that can improve healthcare and efficiency can also concentrate decision-making in fewer hands. The outcome isn't predetermined, but it isn't accidental either. So the most important question isn't whether AI becomes powerful. It will. The real question is who decides how that power is used and how transparent those decisions are. That's not a technical problem, it's a human one. And it's a conversation worth having now, calmly and thoughtfully, before it becomes urgent. Because long before AI was real, our stories already knew what to watch for. Not rebellion, not robots, but what happens when intelligence becomes system level and control becomes invisible. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.